Complaints versus payday lenders include soared to a 5-year top, the production guard dog has told. Down there were almost 40,000 new complaints driven recent year, up a astounding 130% on the 17,000 the early year, the Finance Ombudsperson facility told. In 2 lot cases human beings include been leftward to fight in obligation, it told. Brief term creditor production flesh the customer financial associate, CFA, told largest of the complaints dated back behind a quantity of year. Largest of the complaints were done on availability. Several customers took out 20 to 30 loans in a brief area of period, each to pay off some eminent loans or for domestic billing. Lot of the complaints came via claims control companies, the CFA told. A CFA representative told, these figures show a deep frustrating growth, managed by a flooding of claims control companies, and we go on to see lot of appeal how has no basis. Currently almost 9 in 10 of complaints to firms are engendered by these companies. The complaints are frequently of impoverished quality assurance. She added how the creditor has to pay the instance fee independently of who submits the appeal, and told several members had surveyed the ombudsperson's appeal figures. Recent schedule year the highest amount of complaints were done versus quick quid proprietor Cashironet. Common, complaints on finance services shooting up to a 5-year top, in more than rather than 388,000 new complaints done in the recent finance year, a 14% growth on the early year. Caroline Wayman, head ombudsperson and head execution of the Finance Ombudsperson facility, told, too much frequently we see how the interests of consumer are not difficult wired in finance services. The symbolism of 5-year top in the quantity of complaints how consumer include driven to us, and the behavior we've seen of several business community is just not nice quite. The Finance Ombudsperson facility added how complaints on scam and scams enlarged by more than rather than 40% in 2018 to 2019, in more than rather than 12,000 acquired. Gareth show of customer team that told, banking transmission scam is spiraling out of monitoring, in human beings loser lifetime changing sums each day and later cladding a exhausting fight to get their cash behind of the really banks how should be prevent them of declining sacrifice in the at first location. Payday lenders say how they include Florida flooding of false reimbursement claims, managed by committee-hungry claims control companies. The lenders are angry how if the debtor appeals to the Finance Ombudsperson facility they include to pay £550 per instance everything the result. And with the crash of Wonga, that bring down in authority in August recent year, the race to complain about has be though more than immediate since of the terror how more than firms will failure and the reimbursement will dry up. But time the ombudsperson agrees how the numbers of complaints are astounding. It has slight affection for payday lenders that it says include leftward 2 lot human beings fighting in obligation.